Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for February 12th, 2024. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. Alrighty. Okay, we've got a New York Times trick right away here at the top. It's just called the New York Times trick because it happens a lot in New York Times hard puzzles. There's nothing specific about the New York Times going on here. It's really just a nice way of spotting a hidden triple. So a hidden triple, let's explain exactly how this logic works. This row 1, just like all other rows, needs the digits 1 to 9 exactly once each. So we have a 1, we have a 5, and we have a 6, right? So we still need a 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Now, the question to ask is, where do 3, 4, and 7 go in this row? The reason I'm asking about 3, 4, and 7 is this box has a 3, 4, and 7 in it, and this row does not yet have a 3, 4, and 7 in it. And because this box has a 3, 4, and 7 already, it can't give its 3, 4, 7 to row 1. It's saying it's got to pass the buck off to boxes 2 and 3. Box 1 cannot provide those. And so box 2 and 3 are now responsible for giving a 3, 4, and 7 to row 1. Well, where are they going to go in row 1? They're not going to go here, here, or here because these are not 3, 4, and 7, and they are filled by other digits. So they're going to go here. And as it happens, there are only 3 open cells left that can have 3, 4, and 7, and we need 3 open cells for 3, 4, and 7. So this ends up being only 3, 4, 7. The important thing to understand is that by center marking 3, 4, 7 here, we have said that nothing else can go in those cells. For example, there's no reason you might think immediately that this couldn't be a 2. It seems to work pretty well as a 2. There's no immediate violations for it to be a 2, but there is a violation because we understand that these 3 cells need to be 3, 4, 7 only. Where am I going to put 3, 4, and 7 in this row if this is a 2? I can make this 3, I can make this 4, but then there's nowhere for 7. These are not allowed to be 7. They repeat 7 in the box, right? Then say, okay, well, we'll just don't make one of these 7 instead. Okay, well, now where does the 3 go? Well, the 3 doesn't go over here now because the 3 would repeat in the box. We're not allowed to do that. So no matter how you do this, if you make this a 2, there's going to be one of the digits that gets squeezed out of the row entirely, and that's going to break the puzzle. That would not be correct. So these can only be from 3, 4, 7. That's going to be true of all these. It's kind of like the pigeonhole principle. So if that's 3, 4, 7, that means this is a triple. Whatever 3 digits are left, those go here. And those are going to be 2, 8, 9. That's not an 8. And then these, if you think about it, these 3 cells are going to be the 1, 5, and 6. So these are from 1, 5, 6. Okay, so that's a good start. We got some restrictions there. 3 in this box is not quite good enough. Darn, okay. 2? Okay, 2 in this box. This is interesting. Because normally we would say, hey, this could be 2. We just proved it couldn't be. So where does 2 in this box go? It can't repeat in this row, it can't repeat in this column, and it can't go here, and it can't go here. So 2 is limited to these 2. If 2 is in one of these 2, that means it goes up here, which is the triple that we found, so that's fine. All right, so that wasn't as exciting as I hoped. 7s are not quite limited. I don't know if there's anything else I can do here. I'm looking to see if this 4, 3, 7 affect these other boxes in any way. I am seeing that we have 3, 7 here, and then we have 3, 7 here. So 3 and 7 go in these 3 cells. Unfortunately, there's still room for one more digit, right? So we can't really do a restriction based on that. But it is something to remember that we had these 3 7s coming in. There's not a good way to notate it. I mean, I could notate it with corner marks like that, but I think that gets confusing more than it's helpful. I just noticed we have these 8s, so I might as well mark that 8 is in one of these 2. I think I've gotten what I can out of this top band, so we're going to move on to the next band. I do have 2 6s looking into this box, so 6 goes in one of these 2. 7s? Okay, 7 in this box is one of these 2. Okay, 7, 7. Okay, I've noticed that 7 is placed in box 7 here. So all these 7s look in, placing the 7 here. And now those 7s, I guess that puts a 7 down here somewhere. We'll mark that. Okay, back up to here. We have 1, 4, 9. So whenever you have this, like 3 givens that are all avoiding a row or column, always good to just look to see how that affects that row or column. So for example, we need 1, 4, 9 in this column. They can't go here, right? So they're going to end up somewhere here. But that's 5 cells, right? That's not helpful. Often you're just going to have 3 other digits placed in the row column. That's going to just immediately restrict it. But even something like this, we've got the 2, 3, 9 here, which unfortunately, well, the 9 is helpful actually. So even though 2, 3, 9 could have gone in 4 places, I did notice that 9 had a repeat down here. So that prompted me to look at 9s. And then we can see that 9 can't go here. And the reason 9 can't go here is because of our hidden 3, 4, 9 triple. So that ends up placing the 9 here, which now used up one of the places for 2, and that places the 2 there. Yeah, we have this 2, 9 looking in, and then this 2 looking in. That's kind of neat. Yeah, the 9 also. I want to just think about what digits are remaining in this box, because it's 3, 4, 6, and 7. So 6 is kind of the interesting one, I think. But okay, well, the 7 looks in. 7's in one of these two. And then the 3, 3 and 7, right. Remember I said to take note of the 3 and 7 here? This 9 filled up one of the 3 places that 3, 7 could have gone. So we actually have a hidden 3, 7 pair here. These are the only 2 cells that can be 3, 7. So they must be, similar to this triple. That does leave 4 as one of these 2 for the row. And then down here is going to be a pair. It is 4 and 6. So if that's 4, 6, this can't be 6. Because that's a naked pair. That eliminates 4 and 6 from the rest of the row. So this is going to be a triple for the remainder of the row. We need 1, 5, and we need 9. And so 9 is placed in the row. There's only one place in the row for 9. These 2 9s look down. This 9 looks in, putting a 9 one of these 2. All right, we're getting some good stuff up here. 6 is in one of these 2. Let's mark that. Okay, so anything else? I'm not seeing it if there is. All right, let's keep looking over here. So this cell might be interesting because it can't be 7 or 8. So it can't be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits. So it's down to at worst 3 digits. And that's going to be the 1, not 2, 3, 4, 5. It can't be 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is a naked single because it sees the 4 and 6 in addition to all these digits. So that is a naked 1. Always be suspicious of cells that avoid all your corner marks in the box. These 4 are 4, 6, 7, 8. We know the 7 and 8 are limited. I'm just going to fill it out because 6 is also limited. Okay, 4, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, this 4 looking in is helpful. Because that means 4 is in one of these 2. We can clean up the 7s here, the 8s in both of these. Okay, yeah, we had the 8s over here, and then this isn't 6. Yeah, that cleaned up very nicely, but I don't think it does anything immediately. Okay, what else can we do over here? I'm not seeing anything else specifically. All right, let's move on to this. And again, we're always suspicious of things like this. We do need 1 and 8 in this column. Ooh, 1 in this box might be interesting. Yeah, these 2 ones look in, this one looks up. How did I miss that before? I don't know, I didn't follow up on this 1 properly. Anyway, that places the 1 here. That gives us this 5, this 6, this 1. That gives us this 1. Let's just fill these out. We need for the row, let's do the row. We need 3, we have 4, we need 5, we need 7, and 8. Ooh, it can be just any of those. Crazy. Okay. So maybe that wasn't worth it, but we'll keep it because the top band is kind of on its own up there and at this point. What do we need for this row? We need 2, 5, 6, and 8. I'm just giving it a quick glance. 2, 5, 6, 8. I don't think this is worth marking. All right, let's keep looking down here. The 1, the 7, the 8. Ooh, 8 is almost placed. 2 places left. These 2 1s look down and this one looks in. That places the 1 in this box. And that places the 1 in this box, and now 1s are done. Very nice. Now what I'm thinking about is because we have this kind of L shape open, I'm wondering about anything looking into the box that isn't already placed into the box. So this 5, for example, and now is there another one? Well, let's think about what the box needs. It needs a 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm looking for 2, 3, 4, 5s. So I think this 5 is it. So that 5 looks down. That puts a 5 in one of these two. Actually, that places the 5 in the box. Okay, because we had these two 5s looking down. And so now these are just 2, 3, 4. We'll fill it out. The 2 is in one of these two. Okay, that doesn't really help. This column, yeah, every single pair is different. Every single buy value is different in this column. All right. What else do we have going on down here? I have 2 8s. So 8 goes down here with the 7 somewhere. 2 6s. I was hoping that would place a 6, but it doesn't. 6 is in one of these two. I need a 9 in this row. Darn, okay, that doesn't help. All right, I'm going to look vertically now. So I have these 2 4s looking down. Yeah, that places a 4. That would have been helpful to see earlier. That's not a 4. The rest of this column, let's just think about it. We need a 2, 5, 8, 9. Seeing these can't be 9, so these are from 2, 5, 8. This can't be 5, so this is from 2, 8, 9. Okay. 5 is in one of these two. So yeah, 5 in this box is actually placed, because this 5 looks in, this 5 looks down, the rest aren't 5. So that's the 5. That places the 6 in the box as well, based on our corner mark. These 3 digits are now a 2, 3, and a 9. I'm not seeing anything special about that. We'll just fill it out. 2, 3, 9. What about this cell? This is 2, 3, 8. It's not a 2 either. 3, 8 only. So it's not 2 or 9. Feels important, but I don't see what to do with it, actually. This column, we need 2, 3, 6, 9. So the 6 is in one of these two. This isn't 2 or 9, so this is 3, 6 only. This is not 9, so this is 2, 3, 6. It's not a 3 either. It's 2, 6. This box is weird. It'll resolve soon, I think. But not on its own. All right, what else are we looking at here? This row needs 2, 3, 5, and 9. The 5's in one of these two. This can't be 2, so this is 3, 5, 9. This isn't 9, so this is 2, 3, 5. None of these are particularly helpful. I just heard there was some kind of touchdown that happened. All right. Over here, we have a 2, 3, 4. So this 2, 4 looks down, making that a 3. All right, those aren't 3. This is a 2, 4. That's not a 3. Huh. 2, 3, 5, 9. This 2, 4 pair interests me, but I'm not sure it does anything at the moment. All right, where do we want to look next? Things have gotten a little busy here, especially down here. Vertically here might be interesting. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 5, 7, 8, 9 is what we need. So this is only 7, 8, 9, because it can't be 5. This can't be 5, so this is 7, 8. And it can't be 9, so it's 7, 8. This is a 6, 7, 8 triple. You can see 6, 7, and 8 naked triple in these 3 cells. That means this can't be a 6, so that's the 6. It also means this is not an 8. That gives us the 2. This gives us the 2 here, which gives us the 6. I told you this would collapse soon. That's a 9. That's not a 2. That 5, 8 pair means 3 can only go here in this box. These aren't 3. Are not 3. Wow. So that places 3 in the box here. This is the 9. 5, 8 pair looks up, making this a 2 and an 8. Okay, this is a 4 because we placed a 3 over here. Okay, so that's 4, 2, and 3. That's a 4. We get the 6 and 4 up here, the 7 and the 3, the 3, the 4. Very nice. All right, we get the 7 here, the 4 there, the 8 and the 6. That's 8. That's 5 and 8. That's not an 8. All right, so these two are done for the rows. I hate scanning rows. All right, so that's a 5. That's not a 5. This one is 7. That's 8. That's not 7 or 8. Interesting. Okay, I bet that's limited. We're almost done. All right, what are these two? We need a 2 and we need a 3. So this 3 tells us the order. That's 2, that's 3. We get the 5, we get the 9, we get the 7, we get the 8, we get the 2 and the 9, we get the 5 and 7, we get the 2, and we're done. All right, not too bad today. Trying to think what... I mean, we had the New York Times hidden triple here, which actually this cell especially did a lot of work. Not being able to be a 2 or a 9 made this very important, because as soon as we got this triple, this 3, 4, 9 triple, the 9 should have been was placeable in this box. I just didn't see it for a while because these 2 9s were looking up. So if I had corner marked 9s here earlier, if my scanning order were different, I would have had corner marked 9s here, and then this 3, 4, 7 hidden triple would have told me this wasn't 9. That would have placed the 9 here, and then that places the 2 in here as well because the 2 looks up. So, and this 2 looks in. So you can get a lot of these digits early on if you scan the right things, which is neat. So that feels like the most important step of this puzzle. Is the very first step I did. I can't think of. I mean, there was a naked single 1 here, which felt important as well. But yeah, cool. Let me know how you did on this one. And of course, if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.